Good day, everyone. Our lesson for today is about the mean, median, and mode of group data. Mean of group data is the sum of all the values of all the observation divided by the total number of observation. So the formula for the mean of group data is x bar equals the summation of f sub I, x sub I divided by n. X bar is the mean, f sub I is the frequency, x sub I is the class mark, and n is the total number of observation. So we have the first frequency distribution. So we need to compute for the mean of the group data. So as you can notice, class interval and frequency are given. So we need to supply for the class mark. So class mark in symbol, that is x sub I. And then the frequency is f sub I. So for us to compute for the class mark, we need to add the class mark. The formula is lower limit plus the upper limit divided by 2. So for the first class mark, we have 21 for the lower limit and 25 for the upper limit. So 21 plus 25 divided by 2. So as I compute, the answer is 23 for the first class, and then 26 plus 30 divided by 2, that is 28. For the third class, 31 to 35 divided by 2, the answer is 33. 36 plus 40 divided by 2, the answer is 38. 41 plus 45 divided by 2, the answer is 43. And then 46 plus 50 divided by 2, the answer is 48. Yeah. So now, we need to compute for the f sub I, x sub I. So how are we going to compute for that? So we need to multiply the frequency times the class mark. So in the first class, we have the class mark 23 and then the frequency 4. So 23 times 4, the answer is 92. Next, for the second class, the class mark is 28 and then the frequency is 2. The answer is 56. Next, 33 times 5, the answer is 165. Next, for the 36 to 40, so 38 times 3, the answer is 114. Next, for 41 to 45, 43 times 3, the answer is 129. And then for the last one, 48 times 3, the answer is 144. So we need to supply this one, the n, and the summation of f sub I, x sub I. Remember that the definition of n is the sum of all the total number of observation. So we need to add 4 plus 2. So we get 6. Plus 5, we get 11. 11 plus 3, we get 14. 14 plus 3, we get 17. 17 plus 3, we get 20. Therefore, the total number of observation is 20. Next, to compute for the summation of f sub I, x sub I, we need to add all of the numbers here in this column. 92 plus 56 plus 165 plus 114 plus 129 plus 144. So, as I compute, the answer is 700. Okay, so we're done with the frequency distribution table. Now, we need to compute for the mean of group data because we are not yet done. So remember that this is the formula for the mean of group data. So we need to compute. So x bar equals. So we need to substitute the value for the summation of f sub I, x sub I. So if we're going to look back, okay, so the value for the summation of f sub I, x sub I is 700. And then the value of n, or the total number of observation, is 20. So we need to substitute here in this given formula. So 700 divided by 20. So if we're going to divide 700 divided by 20, so 700 divided by 20. So we need to divide this one. So 70 divided by 20. Okay, the answer is 3. So 3 times 20, that is 60. So subtract 70 minus 60, we have 10. And then bring down 0. So 100 divided by 20, that is 5. 5 times 20, we get 100. So the remainder now is 0. Okay, so therefore the answer for the mean is 35. So that's it. Next, we need to proceed for the median of group data. So the median of group data, by definition, it is the midpoint of the data array. So it is the middlemost value of the given data that separates the higher half of the data from the lower half. So the formula for the median of group data is M sub Dn equals the exact lower limit of the median class plus n over 2 minus f divided by f times I. So remember, m sub dn is median. So this is median. L sub m is the exact lower limit of the median class. N is the total number of observation. F is the cumulative frequency preceding the median class. Okay, so next, F is the frequency of the median class. So frequency of the median class. I is the class interval. Okay, next. So again, we have a frequency distribution table, but the difference now, we only have the class interval and the frequency, the class mark, and then the F sub I, X sub I column is not given here, okay? Because we are going to focus with the median. So again, same class interval, 21 to 25, 26 to 30, 31 to 35, 36 to 40, 41 to 45, 46 to 50. And then the frequency is given. So as we compute again, the total number of frequency is 20. Okay? So next, we need to compute for the cumulative frequency. So cumulative frequency preceding or the greater than cumulative frequency. So for us to compute the frequency, cumulative frequency, okay, column. So the first frequency, which is 4, so we need to put it here, and then we're going to add. So 4 plus 2, so the answer is 6. 6 plus 5, the answer is 11. 11 plus 3, the answer is 14. 14 plus 3, the answer is 17. And 17 plus 3, the answer is 20. So, next. Okay, so we need to compute for the n over 2. So this is based on the formula. So remember, n is the total number of observations. So we need to substitute 20 divided by 2. So the answer is 10. So this n sub 2 will be the median. This is the 10th class. So this is the 10th class. So meaning to say, in the F column, or the greater than cumulative frequency, or the cumulative frequency preceding, we need to check where is this 10th class located. So, saan siya malapit? So, okay, so in 11. So, in 11, so this is the median class. So, this is our median class kasi we cannot see the exact 10 class, yung 10. So, kung saan siya malapit. So, pinakamalapit kay 10 ay si 11. So, this will be our median class. Median class. So, next. So, our F or the cumulative frequency preceding the median class. Pag sinabi natin preceding, bago yung median class, yung cumulative frequency niya. So, that is 6. So, let us remember that. So, our F is 6. And then the frequency of our median class is 5. Okay. So, now we need to proceed. So, applying the formula, M sub dn equals the lower limit of the median class, okay, n over 2 minus f, so greater than the capital F divided by f and then the class interval. So, kanina, na-compute natin na ang n over 2, so 20 divided by 2, the answer is 10. Next, our cumulative frequency preceding the median class is 6. Next, yung frequency ng median class natin ay 5. Okay, kanina po yun. And our class interval is 5. So, alam na po natin kung paano nakuha yan, no? Okay, next. Ngayon naman, hahanapin natin yung lower limit of our median class. So, kanina, yung median class natin ay class natin ay 31 to 35. So, lower limit. So, ibig sabihin, nandito lang tayo kasi ito yung lower limit natin eh. So, pag nag-compute tayo ng lower limit, so lower boundary, nagsusubtract tayo ng 0.5. So, 31 subtract or minus 0.5, the answer is 30.5. So, kompleto na po yung given natin. So, we have the n over 2. So, we have the cumulative frequency preceding the median class, the frequency of the median class, the class interval, and then the lower limit of the median class. So now we're going to substitute in this given formula. So we're going to use the right side. So median, MDN equals, the lower limit of the median class is 30.5 plus, okay, so our n over 2 is 10 minus the cumulative frequency preceding the median class is 6 over 5. So, times 5. So, that is the class interval. So, we need to simplify first the operation inside the parentheses. So, 30.5 plus. So, 10 minus 6, that is 4 over 5. Okay. So, and then times 5. So, as a shortcut, we can cancel it out. So, 5. So, here, ang matitira na lang ay 30.5 plus 4. So, if we're going to add 30.5 plus 4, the answer is 34.5. So, this is our median. Okay, so this is our median now. So, that is the answer. Okay, next, last measure of central tendency for the group data is the mode of group data. So by definition, it is the value that occurs most often in the data set. So next, the mode for group data is the model class. Okay. The model class is the class with the largest frequency. So formula, mode, M sub O equals the lower limit of the model class plus the difference 1 over the difference 1 plus the difference 2 times I. So, remember, M sub O is mode. So, this is mode. This is the lower limit of the modal class. So, tandaan po natin ha, pag sinabi nating model class, that is the class with the highest frequency. Next, D sub 1. D sub 1 is the first difference. Okay, so D sub 1 is the first difference. Okay, first difference. D sub 1, ayan, pareha sila. D sub 2 is the second difference. Second difference. So, mamaya papakita ko kung ano yung mga first and second difference. I is the class interval. Ayan po. Next. Again, so we have the given frequency distribution table. So, we need to find out the mode of group data. So, as you can notice, class interval again, column, frequency, column. So, now, we're going to identify which class interval has the highest frequency or the class interval with the most number of frequency. So, as we see, yung pinakamataas na class interval ay si 31 to 35 kasi ang frequency niya ay 5. So, yan. So, next. So, this is the model class. Ang model class natin, model class ay si 31 to 35. Okay, ayan. Next, ang frequency niya ay 5. Ngayon, hahanapin natin yung D sub 1. So, D sub 1. So, para ma-compute si D sub 1, ito. Si D sub 1, kung nasaan yung model class, isusubtract natin yung frequency na nasa itaas. So, ito. So, D sub 1. So, kung ang frequency ng 31 to 35 ay 5 minus 2, so the answer is 3. So, ang D sub 1 natin ay 3. Next, para ma-compute naman si D sub 2. D sub 2. D sub 2. Kung ano yung frequency ng model class, so nakikita nyo naman po, 5. So, we need to subtract 3 kasi siya yung nasa ilalim. So, minus 3, the answer is 2. So, ang ating D sub 2 ay 2. Okay? So, next. So, ayan. Kanina, yung frequency, total number of frequency nito ay 20. Okay? So, proceed ako. So, mode of group data. So, again, ang ating model class kanina doon sa frequency distribution table ay si 31 to 35. So, pag kinuha natin yung lower limit of the model class, so, ito, tandaan, yung lower limit, babawasan lang natin ng 0.5. So, ito ay magiging 30.5. Next, kanina, kinumpute natin yung D sub 1. So, ang value ng D sub 1 natin ay 3. Ang D sub 2 natin, ang value ay 2. So, ang class interval natin, alaman naman natin na 5. So, compute na natin. So, M sub O equals the lower limit of the modal class 30.5 plus. So, D sub 1 natin is 3 over D sub 1 again, 3 plus 2 times 5. So, ito po. So, 30.5. So, simplify natin yung operation na nasa loob ng parentheses. So, 3 plus 2 is 5. So, times 5. So, ito pwede na natin siya i-compute agad. So, applying cancellation method. So, ang matitira na lang dito sa may parentheses ay 3 plus 30.5. So, galing siya dito. Next, 30.5 plus 3, that is 33.5. Therefore, the mode of group data is 33.5. So, ayan po. So, that's it. So, I hope you enjoy and learn from my simple tutorial. Thank you for listening. Goodbye, everyone.